Greetings, everyone. Mama Goddess here. Listen, earlier this week, I had a revelation about myself, and I feel like this topic will be helpful for someone else. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the doctor for concerns for my cycle. It had been over 30 days since I last had one. And being that I am regular, TMI, this is too much for anybody, but being that I am regular, it calls for concerns. Now, this doctor that I went to is the doctor that was assigned to me, so it was my first time meeting him and his first time meeting me. Without trying to get to know me as his patient, the only thing that he was focused on was my weight and my blood pressure. Without getting to know me and me getting to know him, the first thing he wanted to do was assign me blood pressure medication and weight loss pills. And for the reasons that I went in for, they were never addressed. After that appointment, I felt really down about myself, so I did some soul searching. And I started to ask myself, why do I feel so down every time I go to the doctor's office? And what was brought to the forefront for me all started when I was 12 years old. At 12 years old, my parents separated. They were still legally married, but they were separated. My father got himself a mistress. As the relationship progressed, she took concern for me, and so they took me to what I thought was a doctor's appointment. But lo and behold, it was a weight loss doctor. The doctor started asking me all of these adult questions. What am I eating and how much do I exercise? As I'm looking around the doctor's office, I seen before and after pictures of the clients that had come through when they were overweight and then they had lost weight. All of these clients were adults, and the doctor took a before picture of me. This was me at 12 years old. This was one of my school pictures. I never liked this picture of myself at all. I felt so ugly, but everyone else was like, "Oh my God, you're so cute. Look at you, you're so cute." But I did not like that picture of me. I was so ashamed of what I looked like. I wasn't a fat kid. My body structure was just different. And growing up in the 80s and 90s, everyone was thin. I was not thin. I developed breasts early and I had chunky cheeks. I never had a problem with my weight until I encountered this woman. No one ever told me that I was fat and I was unattractive or unhealthy or anything. Not until I met this woman. And looking back over my pictures, I was never so overweight that I needed a weight loss doctor. After that appointment, that's when all of my insecurities started. I didn't like what I looked like, so sometimes I wouldn't eat because to me, eating means you gain weight. So I would go without eating sometimes, not understanding that with my metabolism, it was slower than others. And so for me, I had to eat. Fast forward to 2015, I was at work at an elementary school. At this time, I was about 30 years old, and I had a coworker who commented on the way I was dressing. Not in a negative way, but she was like, "Why do you dress like somebody who's in their 50s?" In my mind, that's what a teacher was supposed to look like. I would come to work in a polo shirt and khakis at 30 years old. That's when I started to find my own unique style and I changed my wardrobe. As I look back at this picture when I was 12 years old, I have to say this to 12 years old Shanita. There was nothing wrong with you. You were beautiful just the way you were. And I apologize for holding on to that for so long. You are always worthy. You are always worth it. And now look at you. You're a successful business owner. You're changing lives and you're living your life on your own terms. I'll be 38 in November and I am just getting to another level of awareness and forgiveness. So I will say this to that woman. I forgive you and I release you in love. To my father, whom we have a pretty good relationship now, I love you and I forgive you. and I release any feelings of resentment towards you. And with that, I am free in my spirit. So to anyone who has gone through what I have gone through or have the similar experience, I want to encourage you that there was nothing wrong with you. You were beautiful, you were handsome, you were fine just the way you were. You still have life and you still have purpose. Go out there and fulfill your life's dreams. Go out there and fulfill your purpose. You are still worthy. You are still worth it. I hope this encourages you. Peace. And now enjoy some photos of me living my best life.